Hey guys, this is an updated Peacekeeper task guide for your car needs a service. For this task, you have to obtain the digital storage device from the car dealership manager's office on Streets of Tarkov, and then survive an extract and hand over the storage device. So you will need 2 keys to be able to complete this task, with the first key being the car dealership closed section key, and you can find this key by either spawning in with it on your scav or by looting the pockets and bags of scavs as well as in jackets or in drawers. But the most common place that you can actually find this key is on Kaban, so if you do happen to eliminate him and then loot him, he does have a very high spawn chance for this key. Or if you're unable to find it in raid and you just want to buy it, then you can typically buy it from the flea market, usually for around 600,000 rubles. And just that you guys know, this key has been switched to a single-use key, so it is definitely quite expensive for what it is. And then you will also need the car dealership director's office room key, which is provided to you upon accepting this task as initial equipment from Peacekeeper, so just be sure to receive all in your messages from Peacekeeper before starting this task. But if you did sell it by accident without knowing that you did require it, then you can also find this key in the pockets and bags of scavs as well as in jackets or in drawers, or it can also be bought from the flea market for usually around 50,000 rubles. And now I will show you guys on the map where we have to go to complete this task. Now, the reason for this updated task guide is due to Kaban being added to Streets, and with him came these mines that are now surrounding about 90% of the dealership, which I do have marked on the map for you guys. And where we have to go is to the second floor of the Lexus compound, and my PMC will be starting in the intersection at the convoy just outside the Lexus dealership. So I am here on Streets, and this is where the Lexus dealership is, this is where the Collapse Crane PMC extract is, and then the Pinewood Hotel is just here on my right. So since BSG has added mines around 90% of the dealership, we can no longer enter in through the front or the corner doors of the dealership like we did last wipe. We do actually have to go in through one of the 2 side entrances of the compound. So I will be showing you guys that entrance on the Check 15 side now. So as you approach either of the 2 entrances to the compound, whichever one that you did decide to utilize, then you will have to make sure that you check the stationary guns to see if there is a guard posted up on them, because that will tell you if Kaban has spawned into the raid or not, and it will also dictate how you will have to approach getting into the compound, and also how much trouble that you're going to have trying to get in to do this task. Now, if there is a guard on the stationary gun and you're not used to clearing out Kaban or his guards from this area, then it is potentially worthwhile for you to back off and then just try again in a separate raid where they haven't spawned, because they can be very challenging to clear out, especially if you're not used to it, and that is essentially going to be a guide all on its own, which I am going to make here shortly. But if there is no guard on the gun, then you can just walk in and then enter into the Lexus dealership and proceed up the stairs to the second floor, where you will be met with a grated door on your left. And this is where you can use the car dealership closed section key. Once inside of this room, then you can go around the corner on your right, where you will be met by another locked door, and this is where you can use the car dealership director's office room key. Once you get into this office, then you are going to be going behind the computer desk at the far side of the room, and then the task item that we need will be the digital storage device, and it is going to be located on the left side of the keyboard, and I will show a picture of what it looks like when the task is active. And then you do have to survive an extract from the raid to be able to hand over this storage device to Peacekeeper. If you do happen to die in between finding the item and then extracting, then you will have to come back to retrieve it again. And this area of the map is very heavily contested by PMCs and both player and AI scavs. So I do suggest that when you do get the item, that you get out as soon as possible, because you probably don't want to risk having to buy another closed section key since it is so expensive. So hopefully you guys found this task guide useful and it did help you to complete this task. Thank you all for stopping by and watching this video. If you're still here at the end, then I definitely appreciate you, and I hope that you have a fantastic rest of your day. So what you're seeing on the screen right now is just a couple of my different social links in case you guys wanted to connect more easily. I am primarily streaming on Twitch now multiple nights a week. So if you do want to connect with me or my community, that would probably be the easiest way to do so. And if you do come over to the Twitch and you want to join the Discord community, then just type !Discord or cord in the chat in order to get an invite link. And if you don't use Twitch, then I do have a link in the picture as well as a link below in the description. And we are growing and currently have an active and welcoming community with people of all experience and skill levels. So there will always be someone who could help to answer any questions that you may have. As always, thank you guys so much for stopping by and watching the video, and I hope that you have a fantastic rest of your day.